Are you Christian and you work in corporate? Well, listen up. There are many times that your Christianity is used against you. Jesus said it best: if they persecuted me, why would they not persecute you? So you might take it personal, you might take their behaviors negative, and rightfully so, because a lot of times it is negative. It's intentionally negative. But remember, do not forget who we're fighting against. Who are we fighting against? We're fighting against powers and rulers in dark places. Don't fight against the person. Don't fight against the circumstance. Remember that God is in control and He has the final say. As much as they may portray power, if they're a manager or an organization, the only power they have is what you give them. So just like Eve in the garden, the only power that the enemy had was the fact that she believed him. Don't believe them. And I'll tell you a quick, or maybe not quick, but I'll give you a couple of examples. Me personally. Chime in below in the comments if you've had similar situations. I used to work at many different companies, many places I've worked. I've held various roles from the associate level to now where I am, right? So with that said, sometimes you think that these people are evil and that they're not going to get their pay or their payback, or God doesn't hear your cries. I'm telling you, if you wish people well and pray for your enemies, pray for those who curse you, pray for those who wish bad upon you, pray for those and bless those who despitefully use you. I promise you, and not doing it from a fake cold heart, but when you actually say, you know what, God, everything is happening in my season when it's supposed to. No man can take anything that is ordained for me away. Nobody. I don't care what a manager says. I don't care what an employee review says. I don't care whatever. As long as I'm coming into work and I'm doing my job unto the Lord, right? Yeah, that part. So with that, I've had instances where I've come into situations, and I'm telling you, every single time, those managers, those environments, they reap what they sow. Here's a couple of examples, and if you have any, I would love to hear from you as well. One, I worked at a place extremely toxic. I cried and I prayed and I begged God to help me. But you know what? God said, I gotta teach you how to endure a little bit longer. I gotta show you that I'm God and nobody. I don't care what your job looks like. I don't care, whatever. I got this. You know what He did? He delivered me from that job. He got me out of that job. And everything that they did to me, they had changed my title, changed my status. I was a salary worker. I went to hourly. I went to a different building. I worked for a different manager. I was treated poorly during my time there. And I remember saying, God, please help me. And I remember being very, very close to the end, meaning if one more late happened, happen, or I couldn't make it because my son was sick, or something happened, if I had a flat tire, whatever. Any unplanned time would have gotten me removed immediately based on their code of conduct, or based on their business practices, which is horrible, by the way. Still horrible to this day. I remember certain particular managers, even the general manager, gaslighting me, pretending like they're not doing anything wrong. And I'm telling you, God delivered me from that job, restored all the things that they stole from me, including my status, my office, my value, my reputation, what they thought they could put inside of me, which is self-criticism and doubt, didn't work. Not only did I go beyond what they expected, those people that came against me, where are they now? I'll tell you where. One works for, from what I heard, because I'm not there, one works for some pizza shop. This is a general manager now for a huge corporation. Pizza. Another fired, and I believe tried to sue the company for it. The other one fired. And all happened 6 months post my leaving. All three. Yeah, that part. In addition, I've had other work environments. I remember working at another place, and there was a couple of employees that I guess they just didn't like me, so they used to make up lies on me. And I was a younger employee, so there's some things that I didn't know, and so I was happy, bubbly, and I was just unsuspecting, I guess you could say. Well, what happened during that time? There was a layoff, and guess what? Guess who had the money to be voluntarily laid off? Me. So guess what? I did. I let them lay me off, and I did nothing for a year. And what did they do? They scrambled. So as they were trying to get me let go, fired, the company itself was going down in flames, and nobody had no idea. But I was in a financial setup that I was good, and literally started my photography business after that point, walking around with my baby at the time, taking photos. Like, life was really good. So I say this today, remember, the battle is not yours. The battle is up front, is happening above you. God has it in control. He said you will be the head and not the tail. He said you will be the lender and not the borrower. He said that he has a plan for you to prosper you. And he said no righteous man would ever have to beg for bread. So I want you to hold on to those promises this morning, and know that no man, no enemy in hell can stop what God has ordained for you. And as I say this, I am encouraging myself. Don't let these strategies and corporate baddies and corporate this and don't do this. Be you. At the end of the day, when you go to these toxic environments, just know that it's a compatibility issue, just like in anything. It's just not compatible. And guess what? That's okay. But if they're out to get you, pray for them, because they're going to need it.